People inside the bars thought it would be just another unforgettable Friday night. But within seconds, that night would turn into absolute terror. March 2026, downtown Austin, Texas. The streets were alive. Neon lights reflected across wet sidewalks, while music echoed from crowded bars packed with people enjoying the weekend. Tourists, college students, co-workers, couples, nobody had any idea that something horrifying was about to happen. At around 11:47 p.m., witnesses say the atmosphere inside the nightclub suddenly changed. Some people heard shouting near the entrance. Others noticed a strange tension building between a small group near the bar counter. At first, nobody paid attention. In a loud nightclub, arguments weren't unusual. But then, everything changed. A loud sound cut through the music. Then, another, and another. At first, many people thought the noises were part of the music or special effects. But seconds later, panic exploded across the room. People started screaming. Drinks crashed onto the floor. Tables flipped over as crowds rushed toward emergency exits. Security cameras later showed terrified people running in every direction while others desperately searched for friends who had disappeared in the chaos. Outside the club, witnesses described seeing crowds pouring into the streets, crying and calling family members. Some people hid behind parked cars, while others ran for blocks without stopping. Within minutes, Austin police received dozens of emergency calls. 911 operators struggled to keep up, as frightened callers described confusion, injuries, and complete panic inside the nightclub district. Police sirens filled downtown Austin as officers and paramedics raced toward the scene. When authorities arrived, the area was immediately locked down. Flashing red and blue lights illuminated the streets while investigators searched for evidence and tried to piece together exactly what had happened. But one detail quickly made the case even more disturbing. Witness statements didn't fully match. Some people claimed there was only one suspect. Others believed multiple individuals may have been involved. And in the middle of the confusion, rumors began spreading rapidly online. Social media exploded with theories. Some posts claimed the attack was targeted. Others believed it started after a personal argument inside the club. But investigators remained careful about confirming any details. As detectives reviewed surveillance footage frame by frame, they focused on one critical question. Was this a planned attack, or did something inside the nightclub suddenly spiral out of control? Meanwhile, terrified witnesses continued sharing emotional stories with local reporters. One woman said she became separated from her best friend during the panic and couldn't find her for nearly an hour. Another witness described hiding inside a bathroom with strangers while police searched the building. For many survivors, the psychological fear lasted long after the night ended. Experts say incidents like these often leave emotional trauma that can continue for years. In the days following the shooting, memorials appeared across Austin. Flowers, candles, and handwritten messages covered sidewalks near the nightclub as the community tried to process the tragedy. But even as investigators continued searching for answers, many questions remained unanswered. What triggered the violence? Who was truly behind it? Responsible? And could the tragedy have been prevented? To this day, the full story of what happened inside that Austin nightclub remains surrounded by mystery, fear, and unanswered questions. Because sometimes, the scariest part of a crime story is what nobody saw coming.